Okay, so the morning of, we are leaving Fontaine, something like that. Fontura. And we got about a 4-hour hike today. It's, you know, it's 11 o'clock. It's toasty. I mean, it's not hot like Texas hot or anything, but you're gonna want to have, we actually froze. We had a fridge for whatever reason, and so we froze.
We're going backwards.
Yeah, we're going backwards. We froze our water. Fontura, that's where we're at. We're in Fontura.
Yeah.
We had a full kitchen, but there was nothing, no plates, no cups, no nothing. It was an odd setup, but it was nice to have it separated from the rest of the
Well, we
property.
weren't even supposed to have, like, what they gave us wasn't what they, it was just supposed to be it's like a guest house. So
Yeah.
we rented a room in their home, but they had this cute little container out on their property. It was like a farm. And they gave us that because we asked for a really quiet room.
Well,
away
here's
from
the container.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Here's a
Real cute. Really
beautiful,
nice
beautiful.
people.
Yeah, nice
They
view.
drove us to dinner, and then the guy brought us back because we had no food. And
And pilgrims are tired.
yeah.
They don't want to have to walk another 15 minutes.
They were really sweet, but it would have been nice to have had a couple of glasses in the kitchen that we could drink some water. But you know, you make do.
Even if we knew we had a kitchen and we wanted to make something to eat, we had there's no pots, nothing to
I don't think they
heat.
normally rent that place.
I don't either.
But it was pretty sweet. We got a really good night's sleep.
Well, we don't always get a lot of separated footpaths, so this is a nice to have this, especially by the stream. I think today in Portugal is St. John's Day, so it seems like they celebrate it for like a week. It's into this walk, getting up the hill. It's toasty. I mean, it's not, again, Texas hot, but I could see how this would be a hindrance to enjoying it. Why early spring, when the air temperatures in the 50s, 60s would be far preferred versus the 80s. But I would say this is more real, because now we're going through the interior of Portugal instead of along the coast, which is not quite the same flavor because that's controlled by international people, and whereas the interior, this is like Portuguese people. This is how they lived. This is the land that was passed down generation after generation. Yeah, still lots of farmland. It's actually quite pretty here, you know. Lots of agriculture. In short order, we're greeted by a hill. We're like, what, 15 minutes, maybe 20 into the hike. I mean, at least it follows more in the woods. The Camino, it ain't done with us yet. I don't know if you can get that, but it's a pretty good incline. Well, thank goodness it's shade covered by the trees, because it feels like 78, 74 degrees in the shade, so not that bad. This is not a lightweight day. God, this is not a lightweight day. That's a valley. That's probably Valença way down there. Ooh. We're high up. We ain't at the top. A local said it's over in the middle of summer, like August. It's over 40 plus degrees, which is up there like Texas hot almost. Close to, I would say, 100 degrees. Well, this just lets you know that we're in Portugal. So you guys don't think that we're just running the videos backwards and saying that we're in Portugal. Yeah, this the Central Route really is, this is a Camino. You know, it's separate, it's in the woods. You're not in residential commercial development. You can hear car highway in the background, way in the background, but you're not on the road. And looking at the structure of this road, it's been here for some time, so this is probably a more typical of what we would experience on the French way. This is an old Roman walk. Got to the split, and the way to do this is you almost have to walk and then turn around, and then you see the arrow, because you're not sure, should you be going left or should you be going straight? In that arrow, people are walking straight. So we're basically at the top of the mountain here. I mean, whew, it's a nice church. We're pretty high up. Lots of agriculture, kind of like that. Nice church at the top. I got a feeling they got a lock today. Today's Monday. Well, they got a little bit of happening here. Now, this is really quite pleasant. This is more of a taste of Portugal here. No two ways about it. This is what I wanted. You know, I'd like to fly, I think, right through this valley here, Melissa. Let's hit a little shady. Let's see what we got. Well, it's just manageable. It's quite, yeah, this is really very nice. It's like really quite pretty countryside now. This is the first real cute Portuguese town we've kind of come to that's more reminiscent of the French way, where it's quiet, simple, not overcrowded. Casa de Capella. It's a Camino. It is a little bit harder going backwards, but now think about it. They got the sign here. There's the sign, and so if you were coming up this way, you wouldn't see that sign. So they would have placed the sign so that when you're coming this way, you would see it. And in reverse, you can also see that there's the blue marker for Fatima. So just so you know. And then when in doubt, at an intersection, look backwards, and you usually will see an arrow. Not always, but often. Very sweet little valley. Very nice. I think we're kind of at the top. It's toasty, boy, when you go up those hills, and they're steep. So today is supposed to be the highest part of the Camino, and we'll see if we got a little bit more elevation to go. And I'm gonna say screw it. Ay, ay, ay. That's a huff, and that's a puff, man. Oh, not two ways about it. We're pretty damn close to the top of this mountain. Most unusual, they're doing this development up here. Somebody had so much spare time, they decided to make a narrow just to give motivation. Well, the only good thing about that thing is you can get on it, get some shade. Beyond that, I think it's kind of a bad use of good wood. Okay, now I'm hoping we hit the top and we're sort of flattening out. And I think the worst of it sounds like from the pilgrims going the opposite direction Santiago, is that it's going to be tough going down the hill. So we'll see what that's like. Again, remember, they're going up that, and it's a huff and a puff anytime you're going up. And if it's got roots and rocks and debris, it definitely increases the complexity of it. But you know, it's a lovely little pine forest. It's definitely hot, so you got to have at least minimum 2 liters to do these 4 hours in this heat, and probably more like about 3 liters to be safe. You might be just as well to start with 2 and then make sure you pick up 2 more somewhere along the way, so you're not schlepping 4 liters, which is a lot. Well, it's a cool viewpoint. We are basically on top, pretty close, so I'm not looking forward to the descent because this is kind of cool. A little impromptu. Yeah, shortly after you cross the tallest peak, which is about 10 minutes from here, you hit this rock descent. I mean, there's a road there, but I don't think it goes. So they split, so I don't think you got a choice but to go. I mean, you're basically going down the mountain. You want nature, you got it. So pay attention. Ay, ay, ay. Camera away. Yeah, this is more like a pilgrim's Camino now. It's interesting, you know, it's because the environment is much more rich with natural, it's less tiring versus if you were walking in the city on streets. So maybe because we're getting to breathe more air, oxygen from the trees that are actually producing it instead of the deader air in the city. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't feel nearly as pooped out, but you know, to the credit, this is a much more natural by far Camino than the coastal or Litoral route. Big opening. What's nice is that there's still a lot of nature here. It's not everything is all developed, which is refreshing. Labruja. I think we're in our town. Nice little community. All right. Oh, look at the pussycat. He's
Oh, he's the yellow one.
all right. So this is a lovely stay at Labruja, and they kept us. Labruja means the witch. Even the pussycat matches. He's like one of your orange guys. So this is where from Holland he decided. Hola. La Bruja means witch, so it's cute that she went with the witch's theme.